Defensive lineman Tylor Harris, Episcopal High School, and now Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Before we talk about your football, what's a Demon Deacon?
It starts as just a regular deacon. That was their mascot. But back in the day, one announcer said that the team was so rowdy, the fans were so crazy that they were more like demons. So they just incorporated that into the name and became the Demon Deacons.
This was an interesting process for you. You had a lot of quality schools, not just for football, but education. Obviously, you ended up with one of those. But there was an injury along the way. Maybe just talk about how that all played out. Did you ever get anxious or concerned about how things were going to go?
The moment it happened, that's the first thing that went through my mind was college and how is this going to affect my college career or where I go. But once I found out it was torn, we had surgery. I talked to all the coaches, and nobody really worried about it. Just made sure that I would be able to go, make sure it was just an ACL and everything was fine. But more so, it was just more of a humbling experience, and it gave me time to rest and connect with God again and see how far I've come and how far I have to go, and just help me set my goals in line and make sure everything was in the right order for me to do, for me to be the best I can.
I know I talked to your dad during the season on the sideline. There were schools like Stanford and Northwestern, a lot like Wake Forest, I guess, in terms of their reputation. Were there any other schools that you seriously looked at, or was it pretty much those?
Yeah, Stanford, Northwestern, Vanderbilt, just big schools that played really good football and had a really solid academic program.
So you headed to North Carolina. What's your future there, both on the field and study?
Studying, I'm still narrowing it down. I'm pretty sure I'm going to choose between business and law. On the field, I will be playing defensive end, and that's all up to how my knee is doing. It was when I started playing, but Coach told me he just wants me to play for him for 4 years, so whether I redshirt or not, it really doesn't matter to me as long as I'm able to play football at the collegiate level.
What kind of football team do they have? What kind of coaching staff? What impressed you about making this decision?
Coach Jim Grove, the head coach, he impressed me a lot talking to him. He was a very humbling man. He was somebody that appreciates everything around him, players, coaches, training staff, just everything. So talking to him is really what connected me with the team and the school, and also being able to hang out with my defensive line coach and some of the players, also being able to meet them and see the guys that I'll be playing on the field with and seeing the guys that I'll be standing beside.
I joke with Mike Henry the fact that you guys were kind of characterized as, remember, the Titans on one side of the defense and the other. How good does it make you feel that he also got an offer? Because for a while he didn't have one.
It was anxious at first because I was anxious at first because me and Mike talked a lot, talked about the recruiting process, went to camps together, did things of that nature, and worrying that he wouldn't be able to play football at the next level where he wants to play was something that hurt me just as much as it hurt him, because Mike's like my brother, and when you play football with somebody for that long and that hard, it's just you want them to do the same things that you're doing. And when he finally got that offer, we talked about it, he took it. I was just as excited for him as he could have been. It's just awesome to see that he is also going on and playing football at the next level as well.